Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here, because today we're tackling something that honestly feels like a total mystery to most people online. We are going to completely demystify the YouTube algorithm. We're breaking the whole thing down using a highly strategic blueprint, straight from some incredible source material that literally lays bare exactly how this system operates. It's not magic, you guys, it's a machine. And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly how to feed that machine. So I've got to ask you right off the bat, do you really want to crack the YouTube algorithm? I know a lot of creators feel like they're just, throwing content into the void and crossing their fingers. But the reality is, by truly understanding this system and using the right strategy, you can dramatically increase your chances of going viral. It's all about shifting your mindset from just guessing to actually knowing. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our creator's blueprint. We're going to start with winning the click, then move into keeping viewers hooked, mastering YouTube SEO, accelerating with shorts, and establishing consistency and your niche. Oh, and I've got a secret boss-level pro tip waiting for those of you who stick around to the very end. All right, let's kick things right off with stage one, winning the click. Look, before the algorithm is ever going to recommend you to millions of people, you have to get them to stop scrolling first. This is measured by CTR, or click-through rate. Simply put, CTR is the percentage of people who choose to actually click on your thumbnail when YouTube puts it in front of them. It's literally the ultimate first test to see if your stuff generates curiosity. If that CTR is low, well, the algorithm just assumes people aren't interested and it stops pushing it. Simple as that. And here's a massive mistake I see all the time. Creators treat their thumbnails like a textbook, just cramming them with way too much text. Don't do that. Instead, you want a thumbnail that's clean, clear, and uses really high-quality images. Most importantly, it needs to spark curiosity. Let strong facial expressions and bold visuals do the heavy lifting to pull the viewer right in. Of course, a killer thumbnail needs a killer title to go with it, and winning titles have a very specific formula. They've got to be searchable, meaning they actually include the terms people are typing into the search bar, but they also must be suspenseful. You have to include a word or a phrase that creates a gap in the viewer's knowledge. It should literally force them to click just to find out what happens next. Okay, so you got the click. Now we move to stage two, keeping your viewers hooked. Because getting the click just isn't enough. If people immediately bounce, the algorithm actually penalizes you. Everything hinges on that 0-second mark. Those first 30 seconds, that's your hook. The source material emphasizes this so strongly. You absolutely must immediately tell the audience what they're going to get. Ditch the long, boring intros. Just get straight to the point. From there, the middle needs a fast pace to carry them all the way to the end for that sweet, high retention. Now, what's really interesting about this next part is that sustaining watch time is actually incredibly mechanical. It all comes down to your editing. To actively prevent viewer boredom, you have to maintain a really brisk pace and constantly change up the visual stimulus. We're talking layering in compelling images, constantly throwing in B-roll footage, carefully dropping in sound effects to break up the audio, and using dynamic on-screen text. All these little editing tricks work together to keep the viewer's eyes absolutely glued to the screen. Moving right along, let's step into stage three, mastering YouTube SEO. To communicate directly with YouTube, you need a strict keyword placement checklist. You've got to figure out the trending, relevant keywords for your exact topic, and then strategically sprinkle them across three specific areas: your video title, the beginning of your description, and your video tags. And hey, this isn't about spamming keywords. It's just about giving clear, structured context so the search engine knows exactly who to show your masterpiece to. You really want to pay special attention to this specific SEO rule right here. When it comes to your description, those first 2 to 3 lines are absolute prime real estate for the algorithm. You have to put your central idea and your main keywords right there at the very top. Don't bury the good stuff at the bottom of a giant text block where the system might just gloss over it. All right, shifting gears a bit, let's look at stage 4, accelerating growth with shorts. If you've got a brand new channel and you're trying to build an audience totally from scratch, it is so important to understand the difference between these two ecosystems. The long-form algorithm is a slow burn. It relies on a compounding build of watch time and trust. But the Shorts algorithm, totally different beast. It's uniquely designed to give new creators a massive immediate reach advantage. It pushes short-form content to a massive audience way faster, giving a rapid, crazy boost to new channels. And here is the magic number to actually capitalize on that boost: 3 to 4. Producing 3 to 4 excellent shorts a week, or even 3 to 4 a day if you're feeling ambitious and have the bandwidth, is the recommended rhythm to rapidly multiply those subscribers. You're basically flooding the system with opportunities to catch a viral wave. Which brings us to our foundation. Stage 5, consistency and niche focus. So, the absolutely crucial point here is defining your niche. A niche is just a single specific category. Think tech, gaming, fashion, vlogging, whatever. And you must stick to it. Why? Well, because you're literally training the algorithm. If you upload a gaming video on Monday and then, I don't know, a baking video on Wednesday, you're mixing up the signals. This severely confuses YouTube's system, and it's just going to stop trying to find your true target audience. And alongside a strict niche, you really need a strict schedule. Whether that's 2 longer videos a week or 1 short every single day, figure out what's actually realistic for you and lock it in. Strictly enforcing this schedule builds massive trust. You're training your audience to know exactly when to expect you, and you're training the algorithm to know exactly when to index your fresh content. Okay, time for the reward for making it this far. Let's unlock the boss level, the analytics pro tip. Here is an incredibly powerful 3-step feedback loop you need to start doing like today. Step 1, check your YouTube Studio analytics every single week. Step 2, dig into your audience retention graph and find the exact second where people are dropping off, like where are they clicking away. And step 3, figure out what was happening on screen at that exact second. Was it a boring pause, a weird edit? Identify the mistake and fix that specific issue in your next upload. Doing this turns viewer drop-off data into constant week-over-week improvement. Wow, okay, we've covered a massive amount of ground in this explainer today, from winning the click with pristine thumbnails to riding the shorts wave and even deep diving into your retention graphs. But all of these tips absolutely require a solid, focused foundation. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative question to spark your next big brainstorm. What is your channel's niche? Define your focus today, apply this exact blueprint, and start commanding the algorithm instead of letting it command you.